All right, we're here at Battlefield Corvette Cruise-In. We've got several dozen, possibly over 100 Corvettes here today. We're gonna take a look at what's going on. We've got our 1974 Corvette behind us. The channel hasn't seen this one. This is my son Jackson's 89 Corvette. We'll do another video on that. We pulled that one out of a field about 3 months ago and it's back on the road. So she's holding her own here at Battlefield. Beautiful C3. Tell us your name and tell us a little about your car.
My name's Paul Harrison. It's a C3 1968, first year for that model. The car was given to me by a friend that died of cancer, but it was in pieces. And it sat in his garage for 14 years in pieces. I put it together. It took me 19 months to put it together. Got it together last November, and unfortunately Mike passed away in December the 22nd, but got to see his car back on the street. He was pretty happy. So now I have a 68 Corvette.
Tell us about the color.
The color is a silver. Actually, it's a Toyota color. It's called a silver mist. Other than that, I can't tell you much. It's got 3/4 inch flares in the back. The engine in the car is the original 327 L79 high performance. Everything under the car, General Motors, except the rear end is gone. It's got all high performance square tube road race stuff. Arch springs are carbon fiber. The gas shocks are Bilsteins. Like I said, 5-speed transmission. It's a blast to drive, but you know, it's one of those things you can work on it too.
Well, thanks for bringing it out. It's a beautiful car, and what a fitting tribute to your friend too. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
All right, we got another version of the C3. This one is super clean. Tell us your name and a little bit about your car.
My name is Rob Paul, 73. It actually belongs to my daughter and her husband. Sat in their garage for 15 years. Being a young couple, they didn't have a lot of extra money to be spending on it and time to be devoting to it. So I did. I retired, so they kind of gave it to me, and I've been playing with it for the last 5 or 6 years. I just got out of the paint job, out of the paint body shop, and we kind of matched the color to the interior leather work that had been done on the seats. So it's got a new crate engine in it.
Okay.
I've
and
done
what
some
size?
interior.
What size engine?
It's a regular 350 crate.
350 crate.
Yeah, it's
okay.
a GM 350. And so it's got some modifications on it. Took a lot of the badging off of it. Cleaned it all up, and it had about 7 layers of paint on it, according to the body guy.
7 layers of paint. Well, the one thing that draws me to this car is the paint is immaculate. So what a great job. And I love the color. I also love the black striping.
So I got the black striping off of another image off of the internet of another car that had one similar to it. Again, the color was matched to the leather that we had. I had another color picked out, but it was way too expensive for me to put on to this. So it turned out real well, I think.
Oh, it did a great job. I think you're on a shoe-in for first place in the C3 division. I have a C3, and I'd vote for this one. Nice to see you. Thank you for telling us about your car.
All right, thanks.
Bye. All right, we got another C3 here. This is a later version C3. Tell me your name and a little bit about your car.
It's a 79. I brought it brand new.
You brought this car brand new. Oh, nice. An original owner. Well, it is a beautiful car. It's a 79, so it's got what we call the bubble back. Is that right?
We call them the big window.
The big window. It is gorgeous. Have you done any work to it?
It's all original and repainted one time.
Was this the original color and you just painted it back to its original color? Well, it's a gorgeous car. Thank you so much for showing it and bringing it out today. Thank you. All right, moving on to the C4 division. This yellow C4 is absolutely gorgeous. Tell us your name and a little bit about your car.
All right, my name is Donnie Fisk. It's It's a 1995 competition yellow. It's 100% stock. I just wanted to break up the yellow a little bit, so this past week I put the spoiler on it and the graphics. But we never had an idea that we were going to buy a Corvette until my neighbor who owned the car knocked on the door and said he had a heart attack and he needed money. So next thing you know, we got a yellow Corvette.
Well, the yellow Corvette is so distinctive. I mean, you're just drawn to it. I mean, it's kind of like the sun. It's so bright. I love it. Tell us about the engine. You said it's bone stock, but what engine came stock in this version of the C4?
It's the 350, 300 horsepower. It's got the 4-speed transmission. I ordered the dealer sticker and stuff, so it's on the windshield up there with all the options. And like I said, at first I was a little leery about yellow, but now every time we go someplace, we stick out.
You do. Well, I'm glad you brought it to the Battlefield Corvette Cruise-In. Thanks a lot, and thanks for showing it to us.
Thank you.
All right, thanks.
Hello, hello, hello. Michael Trivet, are you in there? Are you out here in the field? You've won a silent auction. Michael.